What's up, y'all? Okay, so obviously you read the title. Yeah, Incel stand up comedy. All right, I just realized what that. I just realized what that spells out as an anagram. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So the fact of the matter is that uh, before I got my girlfriend, I actually did kind of want to do a whole stand up comedian routine where I actually take the form of like the most unlikable, like weirdest incel type of person, and just sort of like it was going to be ultimately like a parody of both the incels and the alpha male types because I did used to have incel adjacent viewpoints, and I did sort of like go into the alpha male manosphere aspect in my hopes to try to like find other people and stuff like that. But it's like ultimately the what term obviously I made a video dedicated to why I didn't go that way. I think I'm going to probably have it like referenced in the description somewhere. But the fact of the matter is that like ultimately I ended up but I did kind of want to do that and kind of just sort of embrace the fact that I'm just not going to ever get a lady. And then I ended up getting a girlfriend. And in the process of me getting a girlfriend, I guess I just sort of like stopped caring about doing the whole incel stand up comedy bit. And then, like I said, sort of, because I'm single now, a lot of the incel stand up comedy bits that I was thinking about doing just started flashing back into my head. So I still kind of want to do that. But like, I realize now, like, it's so unhinged and so ridiculous that like I don't want people to see that and immediately assume, oh, this is the kind of person he's been all along and he's actually a terrible person. This I don't want people to look at that and think that I am that, because while I do still have some sort of incel views that I'm actually am trying to shake off, I'm not like I don't hate women. I don't think that women are terrible people. I don't think that anything bad should happen to women simply because they exist and they don't find me attractive. These are things that like the obvious incel tends to sort of like get into, and they're just weird about it. I try my best to like not be weird about it, but I do want to mock them and I do want to make fun of them and I do want to be a sarcastic parody of them. But I also know how the internet works, and I know that if I start making videos like that, somebody is going to be like, this is actually who he's been the whole time. He's been telling us all. It's like, because people really, really, really want to hate people and really, 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 really want to dig deep into why they hate people. So, because I do have membership on this channel. If I once I do actually kind of get it fleshed out what I want to do for the incel stand up comedy bit that I'm going to do, I'm going to have it be like a members only video because yeah, the last thing I want is for I really don't want people to like get the wrong idea of me when when I start, because okay, to put this in perspective, I think one of the opening jokes that I have is going to sound is wildly homophobic, and I don't mean that like in a sorrowful way. It's just it's I don't know how to explain it without spoiling the joke. You just did spoil the joke by saying that's homophobic. Honestly, I really didn't. Trust me, I didn't. But the fact of the matter is, though, is that like I do have like a lot of it does have like a lot of unhinged material. And then first of all, I cuss. In this one, in this video that I'm planning on doing, I do curse, I swear, I say all the time. Like one thing I like for people to kind of notice is that like I try my best not to curse on my videos because of the fact that I don't really like, because like I feel like I believe in a precision F strike. If you just say curse words all the time, then it don't mean anything. But if you say it like one time or say it a few times, then suddenly it's like, what brought this on? You know what I'm saying? Like it matters more the less less is more type of thing. But yeah, it's kind of like that. But yeah, that's the whole thing, is that like I do want to make this incel stand up comedy routine, and I do kind of want to make that into a thing, but I can't do that using like I do want to give people like free content and all this other stuff, but I don't want to do it with this one because I don't want people to misunderstand it and be like, oh, this is the kind of person he's always been, blah 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 blah. Because it's like, well, what's stopping somebody from doing the membership stuff and then seeing that and still doing it anyway? Well, it's like, yeah, but then but then they'll just be giving me money. The way I see it is that like if they still want to slander me and make me look like a terrible person, at least they're gonna pay me for it. You know what I'm saying? It won't be free. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but so that is the thing. Like I am working on it. It is gonna be, it's gonna be crass. It's gonna be unhinged. It's gonna be like some things that it are gonna be like some viewpoints and some perspectives on it not necessarily one. It won't even be like a thing about women as much as it will be ultimately about like dating and adult situations and things of that nature. It won't. I think it's less about women and more about like dating and what I thought about of dating culture and things of that nature. But yeah, it's definitely in the works. It's definitely something that I intend on looking forward to doing, and it is. I promise you, it'll actually be kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, because edgelords love mean stuff, right? And it's like this is definitely like one of those instances where it's like I sort of talk smack about everybody, but like because it's incel comedy, it's gonna also be about women, it's gonna be about men, it's gonna be about couples and all these other things and stuff like that. Uh, you know, I like this is more or less me just trying to get this out of my system. Other this in like other than me just trying to go viral off of being edgy. You know what I'm saying? It's not. That's why I'm trying to. That's why I'm making it a members video instead of like just putting it out there so that everybody can see it. You know what I'm saying? Because it does get it. Oh God, it does get pretty edgy. There's a lot of things up in there that like I feel like it's gonna become less of a stand-up comedy routine and more of just like an actual like rant, just like a series of rants that I hope that people understand I'm being sarcastic about and I'm being funny of and I'm trying to be funny about. But yeah, it's this is bad. In any case, though, coming soon, you know, Incel stand up comedy or I.S.U.C. Crazy. That's crazy.